When I opened my university acceptance letter, I was ecstatic. I mean, who wouldn't be? I had finally gotten what I had waited months and years towards, right at the moment at tips of my fingers. But then a few moments later, the questions I knew were coming echoed in my head. Are you sure you want to go to that university? Isn't that other university more well known? And it makes you feel that every choice you make is wrong. And that's when I realized, no matter how hard you try your senior year, someone will always make it feel like you're not doing enough or that you won't meet their expectations. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to think that way. Because really, everyone is just projecting their own insecurities on one another as a result of their own fears. As famous author Brené Brown states, we judge people in areas where we're vulnerable to shame. We use each other as a launchpad out of our own perceived deficiencies. And this very quote is what allowed me to see past the messy lens in my head and change my perspective. Now, a lot of us seniors, we tend to have this notion that we have everything under control, we know what's going to happen in the future, and nothing is going to fail. But deep down, a lot of us are just afraid. We're afraid that our plans might not go accordingly. So we find ourselves asking each other, oh, what are your plans after high school? What do you want to do? And it may not even be out of curiosity, but just to see where you stand on the how much better am I than you ranking. And it's to fulfill this judgment that we're not falling behind on our plans and that someone isn't surpassing us. And I mean, suddenly, the successes we yearn for don't seem so bright anymore. And our college, it becomes our social ranking. And even if you're proud, people will make it seem like you shouldn't be. Which is unfortunate, because our senior year, it should be a celebration of all the years that we've endured and ended our schooling career. I mean, shouldn't we be most united now? We have built our schooling career brick by brick. We shouldn't allow some insecure comments to break it down, because comparison, it doesn't just end with our colleges. It happens in our academics as well. We tend to tell ourselves that, oh, that person may be lying, or that everyone has their own way of thinking. But really, it's because we connect our value, GPA, and productivity to our value. And because of that, it ignites this internal competition in us that we may not even know exists. And you can't necessarily blame us. I mean, we're not bad people. It's because we're in the system where we believe our worth could be boiled down to a single number. And recognizing this is the first step from freeing yourself from this toxic mindset. Because after all the grades, the stress, the competition, and jealousy, there comes another very important layer: our social lives. You know I go through this, and I'm sure some of you in the crowd may go through it as well. The feelings of FOMO. Am I doing enough? Am I missing out? And this is the very thing that behavioral economics teaches us to not follow. Yet our brains are hardwired in a way where we take this shortcut and can't help it. So it gets to a point where we create this false version of ourselves, and we're expected to be smart, stylish, and social, but not too much of any of them. I mean, it can get kind of exhausting. It's like you're in a play and you don't even know what role you have. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be that way. Our grades don't define us, and at the end of the day, we are all people in progress, no matter what stage of your life you're at. And another very important thing, everyone goes through this. Not just me, not just my friend, or some random classmate, but everyone. Just some people conceal it better than others. So now collectively, I think we should all change our mindset to a way where we don't allow comparison and jealousy and competition to steal the moment of our senior career, and instead replace it with hope and goals to how to improve ourselves and make the most out of it, and to work for our future. Because our grades don't define who we are, our college doesn't define who we are. We should stop ranking each other. We need to stop ranking ourselves. Senior year is the ending of one chapter. Let's not let fear write the beginning of the next. Thank you.